point you thought was the turning point of the game?
I think once we cut it to 2 and then they pushed back up, I think that was a major turning point. We weren't worried about the half. Again, like we've been in situations like that before, even in the county championship, where we just felt like we didn't make shots. I mean, Holik in the first half was 0 for 7 in the first half. If we make those shots, then we're in the ball game, and it was a 10-point, which is just a 5-possession game. So that's nothing. You're in a 5-possession game and you miss 7 bunnies, you're still in the game. We just didn't make shots like we thought we should in the first half, or wanted to in the first half. But if you see, we shot 7 for 17, and I think that kind of hurt us early, and we dug ourselves a hole. And with a team like that, they spaced the floor out very well. We tried to chase them a little bit, but they spaced it extremely well and was able to hit timely shots.
Bladensburg was 25 of 37 from the free throw line. You guys were 2 of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Can you attribute that to anything, or?
Not going to the basket, I guess. I mean, we were yelling. We wanted them to go to the basket and try to make it, a play at the basket. When you sit back and you shoot 3-point shots and jump shots, you're not going to get fouls called. You go to the basket, anything looks like a foul. And we just weren't doing that. I don't think we were aggressive enough attacking the rim until it was too late.
Davion, what did you have to do in the first quarter? You guys were down 5-0 early, but it seemed like the shots definitely weren't falling. You made a 3 and another basket right after that and kind of set the tone for the team, kind of calm them down, get them going. How did you guys get through those first couple minutes there?
Just keeping up the intensity and doing what he's saying. Yeah.
Davon, in the third quarter, you guys get down, I think, 1 point. Every time you got down low, a lot of pressure defense, a lot of turnovers. Mozzie and DJ did a really good job there in the third quarter. What were you guys doing right at that point to kind of create those turnovers and create easy basket opportunities?
Playing good defense, good help, and getting back on D. During that time, we was getting steals and getting transition buckets, and then from there went downhill from there.
Mike, you guys hold a lot of Oladapo down to 12 through 3. He goes for 15 there in the fourth quarter. He gets to the basket, he hits the shots deep, and then that opens up for the wings. He has a couple assists on some threes in the corners.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of what did he do in the fourth quarter that you guys weren't able to stop that you were able to stop earlier?
Same thing he did against Roosevelt, the same thing he did against Bowie when we saw, or a couple teams we saw him play. I saw them early, and they didn't play as much through him as I thought as they did late in the playoffs. Like in the Roosevelt game, they really played through him, and guys were spacing the floor, and they spaced the floor well. They moved the ball well, and they found an open man. I think that's what he did late. We were happy with him getting most of his points from the free throws in the first half. That was, we were happy about that. But what we wanted to do was try not to get him dry. But then when we got in foul trouble, the matchups had to change. I think DJ did a great job on it for most of the part. We wanted him to go to his left, and we wanted 11 to go to his right. And when we weren't in foul trouble, it was working. But then we got in foul trouble. The mismatches was, a little bit much for us, and we couldn't sustain it after we got in foul trouble. I didn't realize they shot 37 and we shot 3.
Coach, talking about that, did you guys think you were aggressive enough to earn more than 3 free throws?
No, I don't think we were. I was yelling that at halftime. I was talking about the huddle, and then we came right out of the huddle and we reversed the ball one time, and we went to the basket. And then after that, I think we had a turnover, and then it kind of spiraled a little bit. But the whole thing was we didn't have enough attempts at the basket. They do a good job of packing it in. They did a great job of packing it in. At one point, they had all 5 guys below the 3-point line, and they packed it in and forced us to shoot the jump shot. And we saw that, and we talked about that on film when they played Roosevelt, and they skipped it, and Roosevelt was skipping and shooting the 3, and we were saying, let's skip and challenge their closeouts, but we didn't.
Talk a little bit about your team. All season long, you guys have come back down by 10 at the half. You had a 16-11 third quarter. Did you think it was going to be that Patriot cardiac kids once again?
Nah, I didn't know. I just knew we weren't going. It wasn't going to be that we weren't done. Let's put it that way. I know we had a run coming. I know we've played for those situations before. I just knew we weren't done, and I never at once thought we weren't going to get back in the game. We just had to do the right things to get back in the game, and we did, and we closed it. And then we got in a little foul trouble, and we couldn't. Like I said, we couldn't withstand the matchups. We went zone one time. And we went zone, and as soon as we did, they threw it over the middle. He turned around and got a layup, so we had to come out of that. And it was just a matchup situation after we got into a little foul trouble that we couldn't hold.